Welcome to the Share Chair podcast, where we tell each other's stories and learn from listening. Can you remind me your name?
Tommy.
You're Tommy. Okay. Thank you.
American name.
Yeah, I like it. That's good for me.
Sus.
Okay, help me. I'm going to make a guess. S-U... how am I doing? U-S-U-I-S... Oh, okay. Soes. Soes.
Yeah.
Soes.
It's also a weird name in Holland. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Sister.
Sister.
Yeah.
And you're
Rijk.
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 With an R. Rijk.
Rijk.
Yeah.
Okay, I was saying, and it's, all right, okay, yeah.
It's also a weird name. It means
Rijk.
rich.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
And are you? Welcome to the Share Chair podcast. You're my first Dutch interviewees. How's that?
Pretty cool, I guess.
All of your secondary school, has it been here?
Yeah.
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 So you've grown up with each other and...
No, we have
no.
the primary school is
Yeah.
a different school. So
Yes.
I didn't know them before I went to high school, so middelbare school,
Yeah?
and then I met them.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
So we didn't know each other our whole life.
Just from
High school.
high school.
Yeah.
In secondary schools. So, Sus, what do you really love to do in school? I mean,
Do you mean like the periods I have? Or,
Yeah?
Well, I guess math.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Is that something you want to use?
I don't know. I'm really good at math, so
Yeah, good for you.
yeah.
Now we're in an English classroom.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your English?
Well, sometimes I think like, oh my God, what was the word or something?
Yeah.
But I think it's fine. My English.
Yeah, well, I agree. So this is but it's a bilingual school?
Yeah.
So what does that even mean? Maybe people would like to...
Like most of your subjects will be in English and with English books, and you always have to speak English in the classroom.
Yeah.
And then that's like most of the lessons, and then there are a couple which are still in Dutch.
Now we only have 3 lessons in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally in English.
Totally in English.
that-
Because
that's,
our exams
yeah.
are in Dutch.
So, in the States anyway, students, when they're your age, a year away, they'll start thinking about university and what they maybe want to do.
Yeah.
Are you the same? Are you thinking about this a bit?
I don't really know yet.
You don't know
No,
that.
me neither.
I already know what I want to do. Well, I want to become. I'm not sure if I want to. I want to study it at least to become a gym teacher. I just enjoy gym.
Yeah.
And I enjoy teaching kids because I already do it now.
Well, I would explain that to who do you teach?
I do free running.
But what is free running?
Free running
is it all running free?
Free running is like when you it's just when you jump over stuff.
Really?
Yeah, with like flips involved, and it's just fun.
And Zus, how about you?
I play volleyball.
You play volleyball?
Yeah.
But now here, so back home, it's part of the school,
Yeah.
but here it's not.
No.
So how can you...
Well, I live in a village,
Mhm.
and there you have like kind of clubs.
Yeah.
So then I go there. So I see also my friends of primary school there.
Oh, yeah.
So I keep have contact with them.
Has it been to be in a house where, with all girls and,
Well, Crazy. It's always like, who has my shirt or something, like, or my little sister grabs our makeup and stuff. So, and my father, sometimes he thinks like, oh my God, why don't I have 4 boys?
Do you, any of you work outside of, so you work as well, and so what are your jobs?
I have 3 of them.
You do?
Well, it's the teaching of
Yeah,
the kids.
the free running, yeah.
I work in a kitchen. I clean the dishes,
Okay.
and then that's in the weekend. And then in the weekdays, I work in a sports store.
Your own jobs?
I work in a restaurant.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Serving or
Yeah,
just doing
serving.
anything?
Serving.
Okay, yeah. Do you like it?
yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know like restaurant jobs are they can be hard sometimes.
Well, sometimes it is if it's really busy or something, but
Yeah.
They pay good, so.
yeah. I get five euros an hour,
Okay.
and the tips are for all the girls who have worked that evening or like, and then the total of the tips
Yeah.
they will divide by the people who've worked, and then you get also the tips.
Hey, Tommy, do you have
Yeah, I don't work.
good for you because you're gonna have a lifetime
Yeah,
of working. Yeah, I know. So, but do you have a favorite like thing to do in
Yeah, I
school
do
or
baseball.
a favorite? Oh, you
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
were asking about this.
Yeah.
But baseball's not a big
No,
sport
no,
here.
not at all. But I like it too much. But I grew up with it, so my parents do it and my family.
Oh.
So it's in my blood.
It's in the blood. Yeah. So, well, what position do you play?
I pitch and I play third base.
Okay.
So
And then what are the opportunities? So there's
there are almost none.
yeah.
Not in Holland, because they're like levels when they maybe pay you if they say like, oh, you're good, I need you in the team, so I pay you a little bit, but it's not
Yeah.
for, you can't live with that. So I want to go after I finish school to America.
Yeah.
Do college there,
Yeah.
but that's only if I find myself good enough to do that and if they accept me.
Of course. You ever been to the States?
No.
No, I can't remember. Neither of you as
No.
well. Do you have interest or?
Yeah.
Of course, who doesn't? You know,
Yeah.
it's the United States. It's not all as good as it's painted out to be, but it's more probably because all of the movies are from the United States, at least the big ones, and then you see it and you're like, oh, well, that looks pretty nice. I would like to be there.
Yeah.
But then, I think that's kind of has a big influence on why people also want to go there.
I want to visit like a lot of countries.
Yeah.
Like I want to see the world, so
Cool.
I
Where?
actually lived in another country for 7 years. So
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Where did you live?
in Botswana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what's the story? How did that happen?
My parents, before me and my sisters were born, they already used to live in Mozambique.
Okay.
And then when my oldest sister was born, she was still a little bit in Mozambique. She was born in Mozambique, but then they were like, nah, we'll go back to the Netherlands. And then, my other sister, and then I was born. And then when I was 7, they were like, yeah, we'll just go back. But
Okay.
they couldn't find a job in Mozambique, so it turned out to be Botswana.
Okay. Okay. And then you were there from ages.
7
to-
till 13.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
So you have. That's where you grew up.
Yeah.
Well, what do you miss most about Botswana?
I don't actually know. It's my home, so I just miss it in general, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, sure. What are some things like if I went back tomorrow, or if I talked to students right off, in an hour, and said, "Oh yeah, these students are curious about. What are you curious about, U.S. or American students?" And
No, the questions were already answered, but about like the groups that they are separated, like the jocks and the nerds and all kind of interested, and they're like separated, so they sit in groups and stuff, and that's what that image you get from like movies or that kind of stuff, and I wondered if that was true.
but here is that a what would you say? Are there groups? I mean, you sit with divided by interest or hobbies.
No, because here we don't have after school activities, and I think that's what really separates the
Yeah.
children. It's more here just like, well, I like this guy and I like that guy. We're friends now and we'll sit together.
Even if after school you're going to do free running and Tommy's going to go play baseball, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, and you think that's maybe something connected to with those activities being with the school?
Yeah, because it's more because that's where your interests lie, and then you meet a lot of people who have the same interests as you, and then the click of becoming a friend is made more easy. So
Yeah. So one of the things in the States that you'd hear people say is, yeah, but playing for your school, playing volleyball, it's just for your school, it gives you like some kind of identity or home, feeling at home with your school. Maybe you might hear that. Do you feel like connected to your school as an identity, or is that not really a?
No, not really. I wish we had that at this in the Netherlands also.
Yeah.
So the sports at school.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, well, I really like that if that would be a dream come true, right?
Yeah, but
Because you have
what do you
higher
think it would bring
opportunities.
you? Okay.
For going up and stuff. So you go to college and you go on with maybe your sport and stuff. And I would really like that to go to the Hollands as well. But
Yeah.
that's why I want to go to America if I finish school.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. The thing we do at the end of the podcast is like a piece of advice that you would give the listener. What's something you would say to the listener about anything, about either being a student, about playing games, about being a sister, about trying, living in a different country, or whatever? Just what's something you would say to anyone who's listening? And we'll end with this.
It's pretty deep.
Yeah, I know. And
Well, maybe be friends with who you want to be, and not just like with the people you hang out because of sports and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, if they just hang out with people they want to be with, maybe they get more mixed in the groups,
Yeah.
get more mixed, right?
yeah,
So if they maybe like someone who's interested in art, a jog or something, and then it's like completing the circle if they all like each other.
yeah,
Maybe if they,
yeah. It sounds ideal. Yeah.
because it's like that here, I think. Maybe there are some groups, maybe, but almost no groups.
Any thoughts before we're done?
A piece of advice? I don't know. Just be yourself and do your thing. Don't care what other people say about you. Just live your life.
Yes. Yeah. It sounds simple, right? Thank you all so much. Really nice to have you. So, yeah.
Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for next week's episode.